Coach, big win to kind of cap off 2016 with the Great Lakes Invitational. Just start off with that, especially the Michigan Tech game where it was just such a defensive battle.
It was exciting for our team, our players, our fans, our alums, everybody to participate, first of all, in the last GLI at Joe Louis, and then being successful in winning the tournament meant a lot to everybody. Two great teams that we played, Michigan State and Michigan Tech, and the other team in the tournament being Michigan. It was had a real Michigan flavor to it this year, and we're very excited about the opportunity to participate and then to win it. So our guys were pretty joyful after the game and celebrating, and loves hearing that Bronco Fight song being sung.
Now, the new number one team in the country, Denver, coming in this weekend. In a series that you dropped both games up in Denver, but there wasn't a whole lot of separation between the two teams.
Well, I'm excited to hear that's the first I've heard that Denver's number one. I felt they would be after the weekend. Tremendous team. Obviously, Coach Montgomery's done a great job. They've got very mobile defensemen. They've got four forwards that I believe are up in the 20-point range. They've just got so much talent on that team. They've got a group of veterans, of senior players that are real character-type guys that compete and battle hard. And, they play an up-tempo puck possession game. And we felt in the two games in Denver, certainly in comparison to some of the games we've played there in the past, that we played some real solid hockey. And even though we lost both games, we came away from that thinking, this is one of the top teams in the country, and we were right there with them for two games. So it makes for an exciting weekend coming up.
I know you guys like to look at each game exactly the same and approach it the same way, but does the team get up for hosting number one?
I think our team's done a really good job this year of focusing on the next opponent, and that's what we've tried to do. So, a journalist the other day asked me on a national level, asked me if we wanted to get revenge against Denver because they beat us twice early in the year. We don't even think that way. It just happens to be that Denver's next on our schedule. They're number one in the country. I mean, for our fans, to our team coming off the GLI and the energy that we got from that and the emotion that was involved, now to have the number one team coming, I can't think of a better hockey weekend than to come and watch the Broncos play here. So we'll be excited. Our players will be energized, and we'll be prepared to play.
The season obviously is a grind. It's long. Your last road game, December 10th, your next January 27th. Can that help you guys having that nice break without hitting the road? I mean, you went to Detroit, but for the home stretch of the season?
Well, it seems like we haven't played at home for over a month, and that's basically the case. We haven't. So our guys are excited to get back on the ice here at Lawson. I think one of the reasons that players want to come here and become Broncos is the energy our crowd brings. When recruits ask our players what's the best part about Western, and we obviously as coaches will like them to say, well, the academics, the high quality program. They'll say the student section here. It's not comparable to any other building in the country. So it'll be an exciting atmosphere, and we're excited to play at home. I mean, we have 16 regular season games remaining, and 10 of those are at home, and we've played in some awful tough rinks early in the season here, found a way to get some points, and that's why our ranking is where it is. But this is a whole new part of the season coming up right now, and we need to go after Denver. Great questions, by the way, today.
You're welcoming in Denver, who has Troy Terry, who is recently just won the gold medal for the USA. I mean, do you guys ever plan differently with coming in, having a guy like Terry come in who is a pretty good hockey player? I mean, how do you guys prepare for a player like him?
Well, Troy Terry is obviously a tremendous player, a high Anaheim draft pick, one of the leading players for the U.S. team at the World Junior Championship, but he's not the only player on that team. And we would look at the lineup, and I don't know, Adam, whether he's even their top scorer right now. I'd have to check the stats. Bjorkstrom is a tremendous player in the middle, and they've got the other guys that can bring it, and certainly on the blue line they've got guys that step up and contribute, and their goaltender has got one of the best save percentage and goals against average in college hockey. So they play well defensively. They're explosive offensively. When we looked at it, Duluth and Denver had the two best goals against and save percentage in our league, and that's why they've been 1 and 2 all year there. So Terry's a good player, but the bottom line is we'd like for Denver to have to look at some of our guys and figure out how do we stop this guy or that guy. And that's the way that we want to play. We want to play with the puck. so that they've got to stop us and we're not chasing them all night.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.